Good morning, YouTube. Casual Tommy. Not on my way to work. On my way to play a game of golf. It's going to be my first game in 4 months. Previous to that, I was playing twice a week, 2 games a week, and at least 1 driving range session every week. So I had a big 4-month break while I had some pretty serious health stuff to deal with. But now I'm back into it today, getting back in. I'm going to go have a hit. I'm just going to give 9 holes a try, see how well I pull up, and we'll see how we go tomorrow. I'm going to be playing the Meadowbrook Golf Club, the club that I'm a part of. Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Garmin S6. It's a golf watch, so it's got. I mean, it's the only digital watch I have now, which is actually going to be the topic here. But it's full GPS, got overhead course map of 44,000 golf courses. Touchscreen, gives me distances to hazards. It tracks my swing speed. It's got distance control of shots and clubs. It's so good that if you actually put enough data into it while you play, it will. It's got the smarts to be able to tell you and predict what kind of clubs to play based on your location and where you are on the course and on the hole. It's pretty fantastic, actually. It's a pretty cool little piece. And it's colour, which is the main reason I wanted it. I didn't want to look at a black and white overhead view of the golf course. Anyway, so what am I here to talk about? So, I want to get a fitness watch. I don't know if I need one, and that's mainly what I want to talk about. Up until recently, I've always had a G-Shock that I would use for when I exercise. I very rarely did exercise. When I had it, I was not doing any exercise really, so it sat there and did very little. Now, since then, I've actually started exercising. I didn't like the G-Shock. I never connected with it. It was an impulse purchase that, there was never a lust for that watch at all, to be honest. I owned it for almost 3 years, I think. And I'd wear it, not reluctantly. It was okay to wear, but I didn't love it. By no means did I love it. I didn't hate it, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Very much the same as this. This is I would much rather be wearing a lovely, any of my watches on the golf course rather than this, but the functionality, the tools that it has, are way too useful for me not to take advantage of. So anyway, I sold my G-Shock not too long ago, so as far as workout watches, this is all I have. And these are not cheap. These are not cheap. So I don't want to damage this. I don't want to take this out running. When I go out exercising, I barely run. That's not very true. When I go out exercising, I'm walking my dogs, and I do have very big dogs, 60-kilo mastiffs, and I've got the dog leashes on my hands, wrapped around my arms, doing everything I can to try to hold them back. And I'm worried that would damage. A decent watch. I actually went out once with this, and I saw what was happening to it, and I didn't want to do that because this is a tool for me. I mainly got this because the applications on my phone I was using were just killing the battery life of my phone too quickly. They were killing the battery life of my phone too quickly, so I opted for a watch version. So, my dilemma. Here's my dilemma. My fiancée has got an old Fitbit that she doesn't use, like a lot of people with their Fitbits. I'm glad I never bought one. But anyway, so she bought a Fitbit. Now she has an Apple Watch. She's had a few little Seikos and a nice... and some fashion watches, but she's not into watches properly. So she had a Fitbit, which he no longer uses, and it's a nice dark blue. It's absolutely, I love it. I think it'll look nice anyway. The colour of it's very nice. And I'm thinking of using that for my walking, the watch that I take out when I take my dogs out for a walk, rather than this, and rather than another G-Shock. I was going to buy a G-Shock, the DW 5600, I think is the model, the standard one. I think it's one of the best-selling watches of all time, as far as I'm aware. I was going to buy that because that is a G-Shock that I genuinely do lust and like. I do definitely think that watch is quite attractive. But I didn't want to. I don't know if I really want to. I mean, I've downsized my watch box to make sure I keep my watch collection intact, in check. It's actually, to be honest, actually no. I bought a bigger watch box, but it's in smaller sections. So instead of having a 12 watch slot box, I've got a 20, but it's in two lots of 10, and I'm trying to keep the bottom empty, and that's where I'm putting the watches that I want to sell from my collection up top. And I don't know if I want to add another G-Shock in there, unless and the reason why I would want a G-Shock is so I could have a watch when I'm exercising. So I'm thinking of just keeping the Fitbit. She lost the charger, so I've ordered a replacement charger for about $4. That'll arrive on Monday, I would expect. So I haven't even really given it a go yet. But I'm interested to see if I could at least, if that Fitbit can just get me through my 40 minutes a day when I take my puppies for a walk. If the Fitbit can get me through that, then that'll save me having to purchase a G-Shock. That means that I gain money from selling a G-Shock and not buying a G-Shock. I can put that money towards a more meaningful purchase. It means I save space in my collection because I only want my primary collection to be 10 pieces. I'm happy to consider a Fitbit as not a watch. A Fitbit will sit in the bottom level of the watch box and just be what I take out when I exercise. Not a part of the collection per se. With this, I think I've actually spent enough on this that I consider it part of my collection. But realistically, when I bought this, it spent its first month living in my golf bag rather than my watch box. That's a pretty good indication as to when I considered it to be part of the collection. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. Do you own a Fitbit? Have the recent craze of fitness watches, has that bitten you? And has that affected your collection? Is it for me, this has replaced the need for a G-Shock, and if I can get a Fitbit, then, well, if I can get my Fitbit going, is what I should say, then I could potentially not need to replace a G-Shock. And then my beaters, because I never wore it. I didn't wear it for garden work. I've got beaters for that. I've got it's just stainless steel quartz Tissot. Those are the watches I use for my bashing around, because they go forever. They go forever, and they still look like classy watches. Where I don't like the 90s vibe of the big G-Shocks. I don't hate it. I see it. I feel it has a place, and I understand why they are around. But I think after owning two, in the end I've had, it's not really my thing. So, okay, just going to go pick up some supplies before I have my game of golf. Wish me luck, and let me know if you own a Fitbit and if you like it. Catch you guys.